All right, everyone. It's time for an aerospace battle. Tarron's here to help school me on how to fly.
Tarron's here with his rule book because he can't remember how half of this stuff works.
It's not that we did a whole bunch of videos about it, but that's okay.
Well, you know.
So we've talked about flying, we've talked about some combat and things like that. Now we're going to put that into practice. We're going to show you how it's all done.
We're gonna do a quick demo of space combat, which is just space combat.
Space.
Only space. We're not going atmospheric or anything just yet. And we're going to use this nice space. With, I think,
Yes. Part of the whole galaxy. So
cool.
this is about to get very exciting. Part of space.
It's gonna get jiggy.
Yes. All right. So here we go. We have one fighter versus one fighter.
And they're both
Aerospace.
Slayers. Fighters. Inner Sphere standard dogfighter.
Yes.
There you go. 6-9 thrusts with an AC-10 and a few medium lasers on them.
Yep. It'll be good.
Transition.
Yes. Right. All right. So here we are. We set up the board, which in space really doesn't take that long at all.
No.
Roll out the mat
Not much
here.
at all.
So this is basically 2-inch hexes, so they're bigger than a normal spaceman. Thank you, Tarron. We're going to have 1v1 fighter duel, and we come on at
8 turns or something, 10 turns.
well, we've always done 8 for our things, so let's stick with 8 and see how it goes,
good.
just to get an idea. So we come on from our respective edges. We start with initiative and then move on. Got it now.
Okay.
9.
8.
There we go. All right, so Tarron picks a starting velocity to come onto the board with.
Socks.
Okay, so if you're not going to make any changes at the beginning,
No.
then you travel your minimum of 6.
Yep.
The minimum of 1 before any facing changes.
And I don't think I'm even going to bother with any facing changes. I'm going to come on straight off from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Cool.
So I've got my AC-10 goes out to medium range, which is 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I can shoot you if you get to here.
I'll try my best.
Right. Hurry up and get to here. It's your turn.
Well, I already set mine to 5, so I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know, mate. It's a long way away. I'm a bit. You're very aggressive. We're supposed to be on the same team. We just have
That's it. I'm speeding up.
So we've got a.
So you have to spend thrust at the end of your movement, right?
It's the end or the beginning.
Yeah, so beginning or end.
Velocity.
Yep. Okay, cool. All right, so neither of us are going to be able to get a shot off on that one.
So there we go.
So we're on 2.
Yep. So
Turn
there's
2.
nothing arranged. So there's no heat. There's no fire.
Wasn't that exciting, Pillar? Do you want us to do a flyover so you get the?
Have you detected each other yet?
Yes, we have. We can see each other. See each other long before we can shoot. 8.
10.
Oh.
Up you come, buddy.
All right. Well, I think I will stick to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay. Ah, there it is. Okay, so velocity 6. It takes me 3 thrust points to make a single turn.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to spend 4 thrust points to get me up to a velocity of 10.
Whoa! Settle.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Wow.
Right.
Okay then. You can declare some shooting.
I'm going to shoot you.
There's only one gun that we
1,
have.
2,
but we'll
3,
take it.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, so short range is 6. Up to 6. All the medium lasers only have an attack value at short range, so none of them can shoot. We can only shoot with the AC-10.
Okay. Well.
And it's got a 10 value at medium.
Yeah. And 20 shots.
It is medium range, so it's +2. What are our skills?
Just basic. We're going to play with basic pilots so you can see what it's like to play with basic pilots. 4 gunnery, 5 piloting.
Wow, dude. Seriously, how did you get your wings? All right, so it's an attack against the nose, so it's a +2.
Yep, 8.
Yeah.
Because there's no cover where you haven't got like screen launchers or anything like that. No one's out of control.
No one's
got
spent
damage.
more than their safe thrust.
So it's 8.
Yeah, so we're both on 8s.
Yeah.
Okay. My Act 10 at you, sir.
Oh, look out!
I got a 6, so I missed. How much ammo have I got? Where's my
20
ammo
shots.
listed? Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay.
Alright, so 8s. God, if I was evading, that would have been 11s. Wow.
Should have said you were evading. But
Oh, speaking of 11.
speaking of 11s, yeah, of course you hit me first. Come on then.
Okay, so I have successfully hit. So I look at the hit location table. It is to the nose because it's front on.
2d6 gives us an 8.
An 8. So I've got nose and
great.
fire control. So the location takes the damage, which is 10 in this case.
And I have to roll. You get to roll for a critical because you exceeded my threshold.
Yes, so the front armor has a threshold of 9. So the weapon did more than that threshold, so it gets a critical chance, which is just a flat 8 or more. That's all you need. No, I rolled a 6. If I'd rolled an 8, I would have done damage to the fire control system.
Which would really suck.
Yeah, which would have been really bad. But it didn't happen, so that's good.
Okay. I've taken damage, so I have to roll a control roll anyway, right?
For every 20 points.
Is it part thereof, or do you have
No.
to get the 20?
Full
You have
20.
to get the 20,
Yeah, every
right?
20 plus it says, yeah.
Yeah. Right. I missed you, you hit me.
I hit you. Yeah, per 20 points of damage plus 1. So that's it. That's it. So heat phase, we had more than enough heat to cover one weapon. So that's it.
That's
We are now
it,
on
yeah.
to turn 3.
3. Assuming that's in shot somewhere. On-game camera person. Thank you for your service, miss.
Yay.
Well done.
Here we go. 9.
7.
7.
Yay
All right.
me for moving first. Alright.
So we need to get within 6 hexes to start using all of our lasers and everything. That's really what it's going to go down.
I'm going to spend 4 thrusts at the beginning to slow down to 6.
Yes.
And I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to see what you do.
Right. Okay. So I have velocity of 5. That will work out pretty good for me, I think. So at velocity 5, it costs 2 thrusts to change facing. I have a 6 thrust option, so 3 turns. I have to move forward at least 1. So let's do that. So 1 of the 5. I'll spend 2 to turn. Spend 2 to turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Velocity 5 coming on the side.
You've only got velocity 5.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking of max.
You
I was going
well,
to say, you just moved like 9 then. What the hell?
What's going on? You spent so much more.
No, so you only moved actually 5 hexes, so he's fine.
He's fine. It's all good.
Okay.
No chitties.
I'm pretty sure that evades my front arc, but I think I can hit you with my wing.
So the aerodynes have a different sort of bay layout than the spheroids do. Spheroids can get more weapons into areas.
Okay. No, I can't hit you because it comes over. They both come out 1 and then go out.
Yeah, I figured. So these 2 areas outwards are blind spots.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Adam's in my blind spot at the moment, so he can shoot me, but I can't shoot him.
Mm-hmm. There's no minimum range in this, so I'm going to fire pretty much everything. How many heats? I've got 20 heat sinks. 6, 9, 12. Yeah, I can fire everything and not overheat, so I'm going to do that. That's a nice fighter, isn't it?
Yeah, that's not bad.
Pretty efficient.
It's 18. You don't build up heat for spending thrust?
No.
No. Okay.
You can thrust away.
Like an Iranian jerk. See if anybody gets that one.
All right. What would you like to do?
I can't do anything.
I strongly recommend you evade.
You have to do it in your movement. So you spend 2 thrust points to undertake evasive maneuvers, but you do it in your movement phase.
Oh, okay.
As far as I know.
Okay.
Special optional movement modes. Unlike ground units, aerospace units may combine normal movement with special movement. If you keep moving the camera like that, they're going to get sick. Okay?
Space sickness.
They're going to get space sick. You're going to have this big...
That's okay.
You can put it back on the action.
No.
You can just shoot.
So you can't evade. All right.
So I can't evade unless I should have done it in my movement. I didn't. I didn't spend the thrust points.
Yeah.
I would have if I'd have been thinking, but then I was actually thinking of turning that way because I figured you'd do that.
Or well, if you went that way, I could just go that way. That's the thing.
But it would cost you more
Yes, true.
points to go that way than the other way.
That's why you need a wingman. Okay.
All
So
good.
base gunnery 4. No damage affecting me there. Nothing for range. And it's now a attack against the side, which is a +1. So it's 5s. 5 sounds right. 5. All right. Auto
Tarron,
cannon.
it's not looking good for you.
I hit.
I'm dead.
I'm
I'm utterly cactus here.
Miss. Hit. 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 Okay.
So only 1 out of those missed.
Yeah. So auto cannon 10, and it's from the side. So going down the list, I rolled a 6, which is
Nose avionic.
nose.
Oh no, aft engine for the side.
Oh, side. Oh,
Yep.
aft. Okay, so 10 damage to your butt. And do I get a critical? 8 or more. I've rolled a 2 on one die, so it's not looking good. 7. So no. Alright, so now this is 4 lots of 5 damage. 8 aft. Then you have to roll above the
I
threshold.
think it has to be over the threshold.
Yeah.
I am going to double check
because I was
that,
watching
though.
our videos again, and we did say that it's over.
It has to be over the threshold. I'm fairly sure. That was our 4 ways to get critical hits.
Yeah, that's
video.
right. Yes.
Boom.
I'm sure it was. You had to get over.
Look at me plugging our channel. Exceeds this threshold. Yep. So it has to get higher. So
Above.
the 5s are going to be dead on, which
Okay.
means they don't roll.
So I'll just roll for whatever. So 10 is left wing. 8 is aft. God. And 7 is aft. That's crazy.
Well, if you're not leading your shots properly, a lot of them are going to move towards the back of the aircraft.
Yeah, it
aren't
looks
they,
like
really?
that because there's no front on a side, but you can hit aft on 7 locations.
That actually makes sense to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's nasty. Okay.
So getting into the side of people is really
wow.
powerful. Really, really powerful. All right.
Okay, so you took 20 plus, but not 40 plus.
Yes.
So damage,
have to-
damage.
Roll a critical. It's a
It's your piloting.
control roll plus
Control.
a 1.
Yeah, +1 for each.
Plus 1. There's no other.
No, you haven't got any flight control. pilot damage.
Safe thrust is 6, so I'm on my safe thrust, not above it.
Yep.
Yep. No.
Yep.
Okay.
A check +1.
Cool.
6.
A check plus 1. 6 or better.
Woohoo!
Boom. I got
Showing
it
it off. You did it on one dice. Look at that. So we are now on to round 4. Turn 4. It's
4.
pretty quick. Da-da-da-da.
It's in the middle of the dust cloud over there.
Oh, look at that.
It's a mysterious
watching.
cube.
It's watching the battle.
It's arrived to
All right.
observe the situation.
Initiative. Oof.
Oh, dude.
Dude.
I'm going to spend 1 thrust point to slow down by 1 before I move anywhere. What I really want to do is 180 and just go back the other way. But I can't do that. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 is 2 thrust points. Yep. So I spent 3 thrust so far. 4, 5, and I'm going to evade.
You've got to move one more. You can turn multiple in a hex, you know. You're a fighter.
Yeah, but if I spend more than my save thrust in a single hex, or my SI in a single hex, then I have to do all weird stuff. So it's easier to do it as a thing.
Yeah, no, well,
I mean, I could change 2 hex sides in a single hex, and it wouldn't matter too much.
No.
I'm just trying to be like near you, but not. I might go there, and then there, and then evade.
And evade.
And evade, because you're not going to be there for long. So I'm evading. That gives you a +2. Let's put a 2 there.
You need to shoot your butt. Although I was doing so much damage on the side there. Just keep working that side.
You could just like spin down to 0 and float there for a second. That'd be helpful.
All right. I'm going to stay at 5.
Why is everybody like I was serious?
I know you were. 1, 2, 3, turn. So that's 4. And do another turn. It's still to the side, so that still counts.
And I still can't hit you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's okay. So I'm going to fire what I fired before because that seemed to be okay. However, my target number is a lot higher now. So
Well, it's
4,
2 higher.
5, 6, 7 for the evade because you're a fighter. Yeah, +3. Fighters are.
Oh, okay.
More, yeah.
I thought it was 2 for.
It's
evading.
2 for your small craft and your dropship. But fighters are better. They get +3. Very, very cool.
Okay.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, yep. Yeah, they do. Okay.
And there was a +1 for something else, wasn't there? It's angle of attack.
Yeah, you're on the side, so it's 8s.
8s. There you go.
Yeah, that's going to suck for you, isn't it? Oh, dear.
AC 10.
Okay. No, nothing.
1 hit. 1 medium laser, Tarron. There you go.
Just saw at least 2 here then. Okay.
No?
One.
No, I need
one
8s.
hit.
8s as well.
Ah, okay.
Not 6s. Alright, so 5 points of damage on the side to 7, which is your butt.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
How many you got left there? Ooh, halfway.
2 more medium lasers for the rows there, and then like 8 more points.
There you go. That's it. Alright, so not enough to do any piloting, so that's it.
Yep.
That's the end of a round. Very quick. 5. Ooh, can he lose initiative, ladies and gentlemen?
Not normally
Doesn't
I'm
look
around.
like it.
I am going to spend 6 thrust points, get myself up to 11, and get the bloody hell out of there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Boom.
Ah!
And evade.
And evade. Well, now I got to go faster.
Get out of that
because
one,
I
Rommel.
got to get into 6. I'm going to go to 7, but it costs. So I get 2 turns because it'll cost 3.
It's only if you spend it in the same
Hex.
hex.
Yeah, but I'm just because I've got to go faster and I want to make sure I've got enough left over. Okay, then let's try this. I'm going to boost to 7 from 5. 1. Turn costs me 3. 2. Turn costs me 3. So I've now used above. But it was only in the one. You said only in the one spend.
Well, that I'm looking at this, and it says spending a number of thrust points greater than the safe thrust value degrades the unit's handling. So you've got maximum thrust is the total number of thrust points a unit can spend in 1 turn.
Oh, its velocity is 2 times the safe thrust.
Yeah, no, I think this counts as exceeding safe thrust this turn. So if you've spent more than 6 thrust points this turn, it's only if you spend You have to make a control roll if you spend more than your
structural
integrity
so I've got a penalty
in a
hit.
single roll.
I've got a penalty to hit you anyway.
Yeah. So you'll have a +2 if you try and shoot me because you went above your safe thrust. So
right.
I probably should have been adding that a couple of times actually, but we haven't.
Bah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's where I traveled 2. Whoops.
Cool.
So I went faster, which gave me a penalty to close the distance to remove a penalty.
Now, I would say I'm going to shoot you with my aft medium laser, but I can't because I evaded.
You evaded, and probably better that you did.
Yeah,
obviously.
I think I was better off with the evasion at this point.
All right, so I will do the same again because, you know, big gun, ins and butts. So 4, 5, 6 because I exceeded my safe thrust. Nothing for the angle of attack because it's rear, and +3 for your evading.
Yes.
4, 5, 6. So that's now 9s.
Sorry.
9s to hit. All right, AC 10. No. 5 medium lasers. Miss. Miss just. Miss just. 1 hit. Yes. 1 hit.
Okay. I got more dice.
So in your butt, number 5 is the nose.
So I take 5 points to the nose
nose.
because you shot me in the butt.
You looked back. Is he still there?
Ow!
Okay, I'm okay for heat. You're okay for heat.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. New round.
No, I'm not okay for this whole you shooting me out of the sky thing. Oh great,
my
I
gosh,
lost initiative
dude.
again. Whee!
If only we kept track of fuel. We have the same fuel.
We do. I might try some control rolls here.
Ooh.
But I don't think it's a very good idea. Because if I try and turn at the moment, I'm going to be straight onto my safe thrust. I can't spend more than my maximum thrust. So, yeah, I think the best bet is just to keep going. But I don't want to keep going too far. Let's do 4 off of there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And evade. Which is 4, 5, 6. That's my safe thrust.
All right, get me to 6 behind you. How far away? That'll be 6 then, won't it? So I'll slow down.
So if you're here, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I'm on 7. All right, so I'll travel 7, and then I'll slow down to 6 by spending 1. 6 away. Fire!
All right, off you go.
All right. AC 10, the blue dice. Target numbers, not as bad for me though this time. So 4, nothing for angle of attack. 5, 6, 7 for your evade, and nothing for range.
Yep, that sounds right.
7. Big one misses. Is that supposed to be that one? Yes. Hit, hit, hit. Ooh. They're lucky dice. I'm gonna roll them for the other 2.
Were any of them 12s?
No.
Okay.
Close to. Boom, 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 boom. So the big one misses.
But all the lasers
All
are
the
hit.
others hit.
So I think you're probably going to kill me.
Let's see. All right, it's in the butt. So let's see. So 5 is nose. Just insane. Well, here's one that sort of makes sense now, finally. 7 is wing. So 1 to 3 is the right wing.
Okay.
Because low is right in the world. So let's have a look. Yeah,
Right wing for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was doing more fancy camera work.
Your butt takes 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And oh no! I mean, wing. The other wing, 5.
Left takes 5. 1, 2,
And
3,
12
4, 5.
is aft and weapon.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn 7.
Turn 7.
Give me initiative, damn it.
3.
Oh, there you go. Look at me go.
Oh.
Move.
Move.
Do my thing. What thing? Fall apart.
I'm going to slow to 1.
So you spent your 6 just to slow down? You want to evade?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so.
So if you attack, you're going to end up with a +2.
We fighters can't do it. Dropships can because they have big crew. They can attack.
Oh
with a
yeah, you
penalty.
can't attack and evade.
And evade, yeah,
sorry,
yeah,
I
yeah.
forgot. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
I'll evade and see how you can maneuver.
I go. Oh, I can't turn in the first thing. You have to move 1.
You have to move
so
1. But fighters can change multiple in the hex.
So spend 3 there.
Yep. And you can do 3 there because that won't exceed
3
your
there. That's not exceeding my
SI
limit.
No.
So 1, 2, 3. I can't do it.
You haven't slowed down yet.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No.
No, just
I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it.
You'll have to.
I have to slow down.
Which is going to spend the extra.
So if I slow down to 5, then it's 1. So that's 2, 4.
2. I'll keep track of that.
6.
3, 4, 5.
Still can't do it.
What's that nose? Okay.
There will be nose. But you can't shoot, so
No.
I guess that's probably my best bet.
Okay.
I've spent 8, so I'll have a +2. Because I had to spend 2 to slow down, and then I've got 2, 4, 6.
Yeah.
So that's an 8 total. So I'm not going to be able to hit you, but it's all I've got.
Well, it's 11s, so it's hard. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I got a critical.
Oh my gosh.
Miss.
Wow.
One more
Just
laser.
on the wrong dice, don't they? Oh.
There you go. So 2 lasers hit.
No,
Everything.
Oh, yeah.
That was the Act 10
that was the
originally.
Act 10.
Yeah, that was the
Sorry,
Act 10 originally. This one's a critical, and that one's just hit.
Nice. Okay, so which one do you want to do first, mate?
So we'll do just the hit first, and we'll see where it ends up. On the nose, 2 is nose and weapon.
Nose and weapon.
So you take 5 damage. And then this one is
8.
8 is nose and fire control. So nose takes 5. I keep going to mark this off mine. Nose takes 5, and I need an 8 or better to get a critical on your fire control system.
Which is what you want.
Yeah.
Definitely. Oh.
4. So that's not going to happen.
No.
I had a chance and I
Oh.
blew it. So there you go.
I was evading.
were
11s.
evading.
11s to hit, man. Come on, 11s.
Yeah, you had as low as 5 at one point, so you can shut up. Okay, I don't think I generate enough heat to,
No, that's a good thing
Have any
about it.
problems?
Unless it fires its rear one.
but I have used another point of ammo.
Can't even see it on the camera. Make it visible. There we go. Terrible.
Oula.
Hola.
Oula, banga, chocho, banga.
Oula, banga.
Naga, banga. Using-
So on there though.
We don't know where to hold it because you keep moving. All right, turn 8, last turn.
How do you determine who's the winner?
I think Adam's won this one.
Well, if Tarron can blow me out of the space, because they blow me out of the sky, but it's blow me out of the space.
Make you explode into bits in space.
Here we go. Yeah. Oh, 11.
Oh, really?
Oh, evade.
That's,
as fast as I can.
probably going to be it. Just crank up the speed and evade.
I would too. That'd be cheeky as hell to do that. Opposite direction. I'm not moving that fast.
I could technically go as high as 7.
Sold.
So I could go up to 12 there. but that's twice my safe thrust.
What have you got to lose, Tarron?
Well,
he
I
might
have
lose
to make a control roll, and if I fail it, then I'll go another 12 next turn, and then I'll fly off the board and lose.
Well, but then you'd be off in space safely and not
Safe,
dead.
yeah, no,
Safe
there is that, yeah.
Safe and space do not go together. I'm sorry.
I'm going to... Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then spend 2, 4, 6.
How about I come around and I'll do a head-on shooty with you? Last turn.
I'm not evading.
No,
so
I won't evade.
If you
I'll
are in
attack
any
with
of
you.
my things, then I'm going to shoot
Do
you.
this. Okay. Well, I can keep that. Oh, I need to go to
But this is what your space battles are going to turn into: is trying to maneuver things around. With
velocity.
With only one each, it's kind of a bit easier to.
1, 2, because I'm going 2. There we go.
So it's a bit
Two
easier
cowboys
to
stand off high noon.
Yeah, it's a bit easier to make the maneuvers that you need when there's only 2 of you there. If we had another ship each, or another 2 ships each, or a full lance of ships each, it would be a lot harder to make the right maneuvers, and it'd be a lot easier to get in on people's sides and things like that.
Again, wing.
Plus, you need to win initiative and stuff. All right, so I'm just going to shoot you with everything. And you're just going to shoot me with everything?
I might even fire my medium laser to the rear, just do a little death
Just for a little
laser show in space.
Little extra speed.
Well, you go first. That's fine.
Okay, so what do we got? 4,
5, 6 for nose.
6 for noses.
On the nose, buddy.
That's
Sixes.
it, right?
Sixes on the nose.
So Act 10 will be the TGO dice. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 medium lasers.
Green dice had a baby while we weren't looking.
What do I need? 6s. Whoops.
Yeah.
What was that?
No, I'll say it's okay.
Call that a 6.
Yeah.
That one missed. So even with a 6, I managed to miss. So there you
but
go.
not with the big gun.
Not with the big gun. All right, let's do the 5s.
I can drag it out. Okay.
So nose on. 7 is nose with fire control.
Nose.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And then another 5 to the nose.
Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And then another 5 to the nose. And then another 5 to the nose. Just splitting between control, avionics, and fire control.
Yes.
And then the Act 10 on 6 is nose avionics. And that's a...
Oh, that's not good.
That's a possible internal... possible critical, because it exceeds your threshold.
Let's see it. Come on. Hey!
You got an avionics critical, buddy.
Oh, no.
So you get a +1 to control rolls. Pretty sure is avionics.
Yep.
All right, you've taken an avionics critical, so at the end you're going to have to make a control roll.
With +1. And I've taken damage, which is another +1. So 2 checks at +2.
Wow.
Whoa.
All right. Is the Act 10.
big gun.
Is the Act 10.
Yep.
Yep.
All the little guns. Here we go. Ooh. Oh, big hits.
Couple of very close to 12s there.
Wow.
There's 3 11s. I'm not happy about that.
Ooh.
But they all hit.
So everything's hit?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to pansy around. I want the big gun to hit you first. So to the nose, a 7. Nose. Control. Let's see if we get it.
3,
I do.
6, 7.
You've got to do a control roll.
10. So it's control.
Just says control, so you got to do you'll be doing a control roll.
Oh yeah, that's yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just a control roll, so you haven't taken any internal damage. So that's probably the best one.
That's probably the best one you can get. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Ooh. Okay, so we have 5 points of damage. There's 2 lots of 4, so we've got the right wing.
Right wing.
Yep.
Why 2 lots of
4? 4, 4.
Oh, I
2, 4,
see.
which is
so
right wing.
10
So
to the right wing.
yeah, so 5 and 5.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Yep.
Nose.
5.
Nose.
2, 3, 4, 5. Yep.
And nose.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the law of averages, people.
That's it.
All right, so I've got a control roll. You've got a control roll. You get a +1 to yours because it was an avionics hit.
Correct.
I just get a flat standard, as far as I
Did
know.
you say +2 before?
Oh, yeah, because
Avionics is
20 points of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I get a +1, you get a +2.
Yeah. +1 per hit avionics and
+1 for
yeah,
20 points.
+1 for
over.
20 points.
So I've taken over 20 points of damage, but I didn't get the avionics hit. So I've got to make a 6, you've got to make a 7.
Two checks for each instance. It's a check for each instance.
So I've got 2 of them at +1, and you've got 2 of them at +2.
+2. So I need 7s.
I need 6s.
I
That's
got
lucky
them.
because I rolled a 6. And then I rolled a 5, so I'm out of control.
Way!
I'm heading right back at you at 5. I can't change my velocity or anything like that, and I think that gives you a partial win. An out of control unit cannot spend thrust points, cannot change velocity or facing, must continue on its present heading, moving the appropriate number of hexes in a straight line for its velocity. All control rolls are made in the end phase of the turn in which the conditions created occurred, but it doesn't say anything about like whether you do anything or whatever. So I would assume you'd still roll your initiative and everybody would be marked off, but I would say that you move your out of control units first.
Out of control units also risk. Okay, yeah. When you activate them, that's when you move them. They wouldn't go first. They'll go whenever.
I mean, if it's advantageous for you to activate them first because they might hit something.
I would say that if you have out of control units, you would need to move them first. But
Yeah,
that would just be me. I don't think there's an actual rule about it.
that would make it exciting, wouldn't it? If it was like that.
I mean, you could make it that you always move them last. But, I mean, so if we roll initiative for turn 9, because Pillar wants to see what's going to happen here.
8.
I got a 4, so I have to go first. I've only got him, so he's going to go straight forward 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And right there, we have to see if I hit you or not.
That's exciting.
But because he hasn't actually spent he hasn't moved yet, he can technically spend his safe thrust to get out of the way.
Do I don't physically move from the hex, though, do I?
No. If that unit has not yet moved in the turn and has at least 1 thrust point, the controlling player may attempt to avoid the collision. To do so, the controlling player makes a standard control roll. If successful, the unit avoids a collision but expends all its available thrust points in getting out of the way.
Ooh.
So you make a control roll. If you make your control roll, you avoid it. If you don't make your control roll, we're going to hit each other. So
You automatically impact. No, out of control units also risk colliding with other units. If it enters the same hex, roll 2d6 on a single roll is made regardless of how many units in the hex. On 11 or higher, on a result of 11 or higher, 10 or higher if either or both units are large craft, out of control collides.
So 11 or higher, no.
No.
So he doesn't even have to make a control roll to avoid it.
No.
So
Well, that
I've
was
gone
boring.
straight past him and he can now turn around and blow me.
And go boom, 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 boom,
bits.
boom. So I'll have a whole round of shooting at him.
And then I have to make a control roll in the end phase to try and get back under control.
Yeah. But in that time, you've taken a lot of damage. I mean, this fighter's got a decent amount of armor on it. It's 80 tons, so you'd want that.
But you're
even
going to be
then-
pointed straight at my aft
Yeah.
and firing basically from point blank range.
That's right.
With no modifiers. I can't really... I can technically shoot, even though I'm out of control.
But you got a plus
But I've got a +2.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't think there's any other...
Which is still handy. If you're in a bigger battle and there's enemy units that happen to be in your fire arcs, you can at least have a go at them. That's pretty cool.
So I'm calling that a victory for you, buddy. Well done.
You got more little dots as well.
More dots.
Yeah, he's hit me harder, and I'm out of control at the end of their last turn. So I don't think I'm getting out of this one. That's not happening.
So that's just a standard 1v1 game we played, and that was pretty quick because you don't have to worry about terrain and all that sort of thing. It's just get in there, line up, and shoot. You've got a 0, a +1, or a +2 modifier based on the angle of attack.
Yeah, and it's trying to remember how aerospace works as opposed to ground stuff. And aerospace is a little more complicated, but it's not super
in its own way.
bad.
It is. Yeah.
I mean, as long as you remember you can only spend your maximum thrust and all that sort of thing. Keep a track of how much thrust you've actually spent. Keep a track of your velocity. I mean, technically you could have 2 dice there and just say, okay, well, this is how much thrust I've spent and this is my current velocity sort of thing.
Yeah. I mean, they're handy having it on the sheet there, and if you're used to it, if you've got lots, but...
Yeah, technically they're all on the sheet there, so you can just write it out. You can have like a little dial thing, and the guys that are doing 3D printing and stuff, they can probably figure out how to make a little dial that has spent thrust and velocity on it.
I think there might actually be Litco. Litco have been making a few more BattleTech related dials and counters and all that sort of thing, so that's worth checking out.
So they might have one for thrust and velocity and stuff like that.
They had one for tracking heat in the game now. Heat dial, so you could use something like that. That's cool.
That's cool.
Reminds me a little bit of the old attack wing.
Oh yeah,
you'd sort of choose which thing you're going to do by doing a secret dial, but it's
flipping the dial,
turns and taking damage and things like that. But this works really good, and that's again advantage of having the 2-inch hexes. You can
fit
put
extra
dice
bits
in
and
there,
pieces on there,
counters
so
and
you
whatever.
can have that there. I mean, you wouldn't be able to stack too many of them in one hex and still be able to do that coherently, but most people aren't stacking half a dozen fighters in one hex anyway.
What you could do is have like a big hex on a piece of paper with a number like 1, and you can put a number 1 counter, and you take all the models off there and keep their facing and height. Because if it does get a bit busy, if you've got a big fleet, that's going to happen.
It could happen. I mean, at some point, we're probably going to have like an assault carrier or something like that, and maybe a Lancer fighters or something, and do a battle.
Well, I've got the Union dropship. I've got a Union dropship model which we can use. So it's it's supposed to be mech scale, but it's not. It's for the smaller hexes map sheet scale.
Okay. Yep.
So if they made it for this, it would probably be about yay high. So it might bit more to scale, but it'll still work. So I can put it on there, and that can be.
Well, I've got the like Battle Force size one. I thought they were aerospace ones, but I'm not sure now. All those assault ships and things that I showed you last time. Remember?
Yeah. No, they're the smaller.
They're small scale.
So this is these are mech scale fighters that we're using.
Yeah.
But they have smaller ones.
So you can get the smaller scale fighters, and you'll be able to fit more of them into a hex.
Yeah.
So I think you can even get a model that's like a lance of them or something, can't you?
You can, under the rules, you can convert them so as they do like a. It's not capital damage, but I think it works it out to be capital damage. It works it out. 5. Yeah, you get whatever and just.
But you can get we could get the assault ships and do a thing with those sort of thing. But yeah, if you've got a drop ship that we can run through there at mech scale, that'd be cool.
Yeah, and then we'll introduce these fighters to Clan Tech, and they can have a cry because they're just absolutely horrible.
Well, those
fighters are just. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
These are supposed to be 18 kilometers across, so the dropships would fit into one hex. Well, they should fit into one hex.
They should. Yeah.
They should fit into one hex.
Yeah.
So I might have a look through them. Maybe we can proxy a couple of those to be like overlords or something.
Yeah. Change the scale of everything.
Yeah. And we'll see how we do.
I do have some painted stuff, so we can with the smaller capital scale. So I'm working on those, so we'll have something to show in the next.
And we can always use the mech scale ones for the fighters anyway.
It's not they're just closer to us.
Yeah.
It's all perspective.
Woo!
All right.
She's looking at me funny. Okay.
So there we go. So hopefully that was helpful to you. We talked a little bit about what we were doing, but there's
Tarron lose a game.
Things, but I'm pretty sure we covered a lot of the stuff that was mentioned in the videos. But that's quite good, and it gives you an idea of how to expand, how to build a force, and what you need, and things like that.
I would still say focus on your skills and focus on having at least like a couple. If you know the enemy's going to be taking aerospace, or if you're fighting just plain aerospace, then have multiple units, because trying to outmaneuver one thing, if you lose initiative, it's not very easy.
It's bad.
It turns into a cheese fight, and it's like you have to like either stop way back here and wait for them to come at you, or speed right up and shoot past them.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
but with
it.
multiples, you can do better. All good.
All right.
Okay.
So, thank you. If you haven't subscribed, please do.
Yeah.
If you found this video useful, you'll probably like the others as well, because we're just as silly in those ones. So.
We'll get back to ground combat at some point.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
See ya.
Bye, guys.